Welcome to sunny Los Angeles, also known as the home of Ravenwolf Productions. Let me take you to my studio. We are greeted. That's a hall closet. This is where I record. We've got our sound blanket. Push that aside. May or may not be also where I keep my cursed dolls. Gently wake the baby. Abilene, who sits in the corner. Jared, who keeps an eye on things. The non-technical aspects of the studio. I just DIY'd this little hook for my headphones. I'm very proud of myself. You got hanging things for buffering. I've just hammered foam to every square inch of the wall. This is my mic. Since there's no electricity in my closet, I got a battery pack with a remote taped to it because I got these LED light strips. I record on this Zoom H6 device, which takes a smart card. Put that sucker in there. Feedback! Okay, so the first thing that happens is we get an email that says we have a task due, and we go to our NoSleep project management page, log in, find out what our task is and when it's due, and we open our script where everybody's roles are highlighted. Since we at the podcast don't record together, how do we get those conversations to flow together? Sometimes you're lucky enough that someone's already done part of the voiceover. When this happens, I like to download it and take a listen if it's available. Here's an example of Jessica's.
Do we have to go there? Do we have to go there? Do we have to go there?
Yep. Most times that's not the case, though. I'll just record things multiple times so the editor has a variation. I tend to mumble a lot and make a lot of word mistakes. The more I stretch the face, the more I hydrate, the better it's going to be when I edit. So, face stretch time. It's also super hot in a closet filled with foam and very little air. So remember to hydrate, put your hair up, wear no pants. You gotta do what you gotta do, especially when it's a long narration like this one's gonna be for NoSleep. It's one of the longer ones I've done. And I'll probably be in this closet for several hours. Not sure if you can hear that, but my little closet here is underneath the upstairs neighbor's stairs. So whenever they go up and down the stairs, I gotta take a break. So I'm now all set to start my NoSleep recording. I have my script pulled up on my iPad. I got my clicker ready for mistakes. I learned this trick from Mr. Mike Delgadio and his Booth Junkie YouTube channel. My Zoom's ready to record and armed. My microphone is close enough to my face, I hope. Please don't yell at me, Phil, Jesse, or Jeff. I'm ready to go. So the next thing is I'm gonna decide how to perform it, which voice to use. Sometimes there's an indication of what the accent should be. Most of the time there's not. There's very little direction in the script itself. It's a lot of figuring it out by myself and doing my own research if I need to. For example, there was a story a few weeks ago where I did a Rochester, New York accent. Was it legit? I don't know. You'll have to tell me if you're from Rochester. But I watched a few videos on YouTube and practiced the accent just to get that sound. Sometimes I do my old lady voice. Sometimes I do my witch voice. Sometimes I do my sultry, seductive voice. Most of the time, I think Olivia likes to put me in the ones that are kind of sassy, sarcastic, sardonic, and I just use my normal voice for that. In this case, the character is probably a 40-year-old woman, and that's the voice I have. So I'll just be using my regular voice for this one. Oh no, settling in for a long narration, but I only have 15% power. I'm gonna have to take a break when this runs out. I'll let you watch a few of my sentences here just to see how often I screw up and have to start over or close my eyes to try and imagine it. It's a long, arduous process, actually. There was a surface layer to our family dynamic. There was a surface layer to our family dynamic. Didn't like that. There was a surface layer to our family dynamic.
Defaulted to polite, especially after Mom died. I existed without complaint in that space for most of my 36 years. I existed without complaint in that space for most of my 36 years. My father was a cryptid of sorts. Blurry in the background of family pictures. Blurry in the background of family pictures. As if perpetually caught in the act of running away from his 3 daughters. My father was a cryptid of sorts. Blurry in the background of family pictures. As if perpetually caught in the act of running away from his 3 daughters. Head always tilted to glance at something not captured on film. Head always tilted to glance at something not captured on film.
A vase filled with vase or vase? A vase filled with red roses in lieu of a birthday hug. A vase filled with red roses in lieu of a birthday hug. Oh, this chick sounds like she'd say vase. A vase filled with red roses in lieu of a birthday hug. At this point, Slice is now down for his nap. Now it's time to mix up my editing drink. Last final touches. Ready to drink. Editing headphones are now on. Okay, files are imported, and you can see I have 4 files, 21 minutes, 29 minutes, 14 minutes, and 12 minutes. Here's what the sound wave looks like. You can see that all those tall, thin peaks, those are where the clicks are from the clicker. Makes it easier to find, makes it easier to edit out. I've got my script up on one side of the screen and my audio software up on the other side of the screen. In this case, it's Adobe Audition. This makes it easy for me to edit while also reading the script to make sure I didn't mess up any of the sentences. And I have found that it also helps to listen to Brandon Boone's music on Spotify in the background, which kind of gives me a feel what the final mix might sound like and helps me edit the pacing. It's another day of editing. I am 25 minutes into my edit with about 2 hours of audio recorded, and we'll see how that ends up in editing time at the end of it. When we're done, we go to our Dropbox, we upload, and then we find our file, or in this case files. I've got 3 because they're too big for one upload, and the audio came out to about an hour and a half's worth of audio. The very last episode, make an offering to the god David, and the editing archangel that's assigned to your story, Phil, Jeff, or Jesse.